Pod leader.
Working models who are working.
Captions crunch.
Pod leader.
Conspiracy theory. Top model Matt.
Pod leader.
That's not very elegant.
Pod leader.
So nice to wear.
I guess.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pod Lead'em. It's the end of cycle 12, y'all. I'm JW Crump, and Tyra, you shouldn't have.
I'm Alexander Price, and it's never sticky because it's a stain.
And I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg. And the next time I see you, you're going to be clean and you're going to have some hair on your head.
And welcome, like I said, to the finale, cycle 12, episode 12. America's Next Top Model is, which,
Fine.
Yep.
fine. But my alt title is The Girl Who Has Coffee with Her Favorite Flower.
And if you're having coffee with us
Ooh.
and you want to show us a little love, you can head on over to anchor.fm/podleadem and show us that love in the form of the coins from your couch.
Ding, ding, ding.
99 cents,
Yeah,
$4.99, $9.99.
that's 3 different styles of coffee, honestly.
And once again, please join us at anchor.fm/podleadem.
Yay. Was there any previously on, especially because
There
we're in
was
the finale?
so much previously on. I was wondering if they were going to finally show it to you.
No.
Alexander, is the ship coming in?
Bolt, bolt, land ahoy.
Ooh,
I'm king
the
of the world.
previously.
13 aspiring models came to New York City and began their journey towards becoming America's Next Top Model. So we're just pretending that Vegas never happened.
Yeah, where's Lucky?
Nope, they came to New York City. From where? Who knows?
Who knows?
Who can say?
There was gorgeousness and glamour. There were also glaring errors.
That was almost a poem. Almost.
There was gorgeousness and glamour. There was also glaring error.
Rah.
And then, of course, we get our descriptions of each of our 3 finalists.
Oh.
Amina, the outspoken and stunning girl from Union, New Jersey, with the remarkable body that was born to walk the runway. Mean, considering where this goes.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Or will it be Allison, the shy girl from New Orleans with the fascinating face whose photos have charmed the panel from week to week?
I
Not
don't agree
true.
with that.
Not true.
Nope. Or Tiana, the beautiful and gifted model from Woodstown, New Jersey, who's proven from the start that she can turn out a stunning photograph.
Lies.
Also, calling Tiana gifted makes it sound like Amina and Allison are in the regular class. And then for study hall,
engaged.
Tiana gets
Accelerated.
to go accelerated learning.
And the worst part of this whole thing is after the descriptions of Allison and Tiana, they show clips of the judges praising them and do not do that for Amina.
Well.
Yikes. Well, also, was the footage there?
They could have found something. Aunt Choquette called her the body.
Yeah,
Found
that's
something.
true.
We jump right into Tyra Mail. Has this ever happened before?
We jump into it so quickly that Amina doesn't have time to take off this loose flowered shawl that
For
she's...
once. What the hell is Amina wearing?
What is it?
I
What
truly
is
think
it?
she was just playing around with clothing. Maybe it's like stuff Celia accidentally didn't pack and they're all
Her
playing
remnant
around
bag.
with her. Yeah.
They're pretending to be Celia. They're just twirling.
Yeah.
Would love that.
Oh, yes.
And then scripts on the floor.
this envelope, this manila folder with just the word scripts on it that they have to act like doesn't exist until...
I love that we actually see the whole script, though.
Yeah, the most clearly we've ever seen it, to the point where instead of doing a transcription, I just took a screenshot.
Ooh.
Nice.
Colorful, original, but never one to get in a sticky situation. That's new, bold caps line and underline. Outlast lip stain from CoverGirl. Light as air lip wear. Next line. That does what a lipstick can't. The pen glides over lips with a flush of sheer color. It's never sticky, because it's a stain. Like stains can't be sticky.
Stains are notoriously sticky.
And it won't leave your lips, because it's from Outlast.
It's not. It's from CoverGirl.
And then we have the Portuguese, which they write out phonetically next to the words.
That was cool of them.
Leia, meus, labios, in italics, meaning read my lips. This is not a lipstick. It's lip magic in a marker. New, once again, bold outline, not all in caps this time. Outlast lip stain from Easy Breezy Beautiful CoverGirl.
That's so much copy for what's essentially a Sharpie for your lips.
It's like, you know how when you're bored in study hall? We're doing that now.
It is weird. It is weird that there's the line, does what a lipstick can't, instead of does what a lipstick doesn't, or does what a lipstick don't. Right?
Well, that would be crazy. It does what a lipstick don't.
I think, there's your line with CoverGirl.
Yeah. Yes. No, what I like is the journey we've taken from stickiness, guys, because now never want to get sticky. It's not at all sticky.
Mm-mm.
They must have had such feedback about the stickiness of
It's
some
a
old
lasting
products.
stain that doesn't stick, but it will stick, and that it will stay on you forever. Because that's what a stain is. It's just forever stickiness without the stickiness.
Gone are the days of virtually sticky free.
Oh, you want it to not be sticky? Fine. Here's this marker. Color your lips.
There was some light top model math.
Mhm.
They've gone from 13 to 3. Mm-hmm. Yes. I have a question that it's going to be brought up throughout the episode. Are they just reusing talking heads, or are they having them repeat themselves very closely each time?
Also, what's the timeline on Tiana's hair?
What is the timeline on Tiana? Why does she have
There's a
why does
lot
she
of
have
weird
that
stuff with
thing?
Allison, too. Allison gets 3 different confessional taping looks. Because she has a bikini one, her black shirt one that's been most of her overseas, and a black shirt with white undershirt one.
Yeah.
That's new, I think, for this episode.
But Tiana got a makeover wrap.
Yeah.
Because there's some weave business that happens later in the episode
Yes.
that I thought was weave specific for the fashion show, but I guess was not.
I don't think it was.
And she already got a remake over once. So did they somehow also put in yet a second bad weave?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Today you get to prove if you can be a cover girl.
Ooh.
And then who should appear?
Flown all the way down.
Getting a haircut on the way, apparently.
Look how beautiful she's looking.
She won your modeling show.
Also, when she gets
It's
through,
McKee.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
when McKee gets through her copy and then just starts laughing maniacally.
Terrified.
I literally wrote down the quote line, so it won't smudge or budge.
I wrote terrified laugh in all caps.
Also, how did we not get the line, it's sticky free McKee?
I also love that the first line of her copy is, I'm here to introduce you to a new CoverGirl product. I'm like, product?
Allison,
Contestant?
Tiana, Amina, hello.
I will say that McKee and Jay coordinate their outfits, and it's a nice little matching moment.
They do. Jay, though, says, I hope you've been studying. It's a pretty simple concept, but it's really about delivering that personality. And when he said simple concept, he was not lying, because it's just them standing in front of a camera.
Yep.
Until we get to judging, where they had all this like acting and dancing to do.
And soccer playing?
This commercial
I
is such a
can't believe.
surprise.
And how cruel is it to make Amina play soccer and Tiana dance?
Yes. Also, Jay
Seriously.
tells them, let's get started by saying, all right, let's make this day work.
So done. Just furiously riding the bitch in the meltdown.
Suten loves Allison,
Oh, my Lord.
straddles her to do her makeup. It's very cute.
It
Yep.
is.
Silent Elisa is back.
No longer gets an intro.
Now with an umbrella friend.
Amina looks gorgeous.
She does.
Has a good vocal delivery.
Does better than I thought she was going to.
Although truly does not move her eyebrows.
Eyebrows. Her eyes. It's not a neck down situation. It's a eyes down.
Which
Yeah.
I think Mr. J says too, right?
He does, yeah.
I think what might be happening is she is taking the idea of smizing too hard.
Yeah.
Think about all the facial stuff they've done with like their eyes in this cycle because we somehow haven't gotten to the next cycle where it's become branded. I think she's trying to hold that smize so hard that it's causing her to lose life in it.
Yeah.
I really think that's what it is. But otherwise, I'm like, this is pretty solid.
Yeah.
And also knowing where she came from.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
You know who else looks great in addition to Amina? Jim to fucking Yonker.
Great haircut.
The best he's looked in a long while.
Great haircut. Great shirt. Ridiculous confessionals.
Oh my gosh.
About Amina, he just goes, she's tall, she's thin. I'm like, oh, was Jim DeYonker the one that got rid of London? What the fuck happened here?
But he does say that she just needs to mature more as a model, which finally someone just said what the problem is.
He's completely right about all three of them.
Yes.
And I think that honestly, I love that now 2 cycles in a row we've edited in these Jimmy D confessionals because he summarizes these contestants in ways the judges wish.
Mm-hmm.
Let him do the previously on, honestly.
Allison is also much better than she was last time.
She looks so good with her hair up and back.
She looks gorgeous. She looks gorgeous.
Her lack of bangs in this episode makes me feel like she never should have received bangs.
The bangs that weren't. The bangs that got so long at one point.
I hate it when I have a birthday party and someone gifts me bangs and I cannot return those bangs. And I just should have never received those bangs. She also reads this copy. Memorization issue up top because of nerves aside. She delivers this very naturally, in
I
my
thought
opinion.
she did a really good... They're so begrudging with their praise of her, and I thought she did a very good job.
And JW brought this up before, and this really proved it, I felt. She has a pleasant voice to listen to.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and both times now in the commercials, it's not like she's been soft and quiet.
No.
They act like she's still shy in these commercials. I'm like, not compared to anyone else.
There's inflection, there's intonation, and also, like, if you're supposed to bring your own personality to this, I think she does. I think that is how Allison talks.
Yes.
Yeah. Jimmy DeYonker describes her of having a Betty Page type of look. Accurate.
Yep. Tiana
gets the worst look by far, it needs to be said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But also doesn't know her lines. And then Jay says something that I guess was true, kind of, and is like, I heard you were singing a song.
No, he says, you said to me earlier today you made up a song. Clearly didn't say it on camera for a reason.
Because this song is not a song. It's just the lines. There's no melody to this song. She's just saying the lines.
And I get that, like, use whatever mnemonic device you have to get it. Mm-hmm. The problem for me is that Tiana's beyond a breaking point. And now she's just crying at anything.
She's just been, I think you see how hard she's been pushing herself.
Yep.
Just how much she wants
running on fumes at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you were to watch this as it was watched back in the day, week to week, you wouldn't think about it. But when you watch several episodes in a row like we do, her crying stops being sincere and genuine and starts being upsetting for what the competition's doing to her mentally.
Yeah, because it's just stress without relief. There should be some sort of catharsis from this expression of emotion, and there isn't.
No.
At all.
There's just powering through it. And Jay's like, what's wrong, Tiana? It's like, ooh.
She's literally gritting her teeth to get herself through this ad without crying on camera.
It is uncomfortable to watch. And later when we see her take, I kind of had to look away from it. Mm-hmm. Jim DeYonker says she's got a great spark, though.
I would also like to point out, especially from last week, where Tyra was like, Tiana walks on the set, had no energy. Seems like Tiana doesn't like Tyra because she came on to Jim's set fine.
Well, it's also nice. They keep saying like maybe Tiana doesn't have the personality, and that's just such an odd critique because she does seem really fun, really happy to be there, really into what she's doing. She gets in the zone very quickly.
Kind of goofy, kind of silly.
Mm-hmm.
Amina, before we go into panel, has a very, and maybe it's the manifesting, but it feels even worse this episode.
Yeah.
How warped her understanding of how she is done in this competition.
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, this should just be a march to her elimination on the show. But I will say, I do think Amina probably talked to Tiana and probably thinks like, well, maybe Even though she's done great the entire competition, Tiana did so bad that they just won't let her through.
And also, when you talk, Allison is always going to downplay how she did because A, the show does it, and B, Allison does it.
And also, I think Amina has been told multiple times she's the best walker, and she knows that the final thing is a runway. Like, there's a part of me that gets where the delusion's coming from.
Maybe.
Yeah. But I do think she is still really, because she wants it so badly.
Yeah.
And is very aware that she can't mess up if she's going to make it to the final two, that she is manifesting that success.
Yeah.
Allison does some great top model math too right before panel, because she says, it seems like there was just 6 of us. Well, yeah, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, Allison.
Also, there was no digital art. And I almost feel like it's to make Allison's accomplishments a little less.
Interesting.
For something else that she said during this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we head to panel, and Morticia Addams is now the host of the show.
Oh, see, I said Mistress Tyra. We'll see you now.
Both accurate, I think. All 3 of the girls look great, though.
Yes.
Mhm.
Tiana's best look.
I love that look on Tiana.
It must be one of the designer's clothes.
It looks so good. Or it's or Celia left it behind.
One Celia's trash is another model's treasure.
It's one Tiana's treasure.
Amina, though, also in that slinky black
that
dress.
slinky black
I feel like she was
dress.
saving this.
Yeah. But it's really striking. They are all very different. You have to give it up for top model this cycle in that you have a final 3 who, standing in the judging room, all project a very different energy, look very different, and are all plausible models.
Mm-hmm.
We learn that they're going to be walking in a Rosa Cha fashion show, and that's because Tyra says Rosa Cha about 1,000 times.
Yeah, seriously.
For designer Amir Slama,
who is the guest judge.
Mm-hmm. He didn't speak a ton, and I was worried about creep energy during this panel.
I didn't get a lot of it, though.
No, he seemed nice.
No, he seemed nice. I'm just saying because they didn't have him speak at all.
Yeah, I think he was probably just, why am I here? Let's get to my runway show.
Yeah, maybe.
Absolutely. Especially since his runway show is one of the more real ones we'll get. We're back.
Yeah, I don't need to be here right now. I have things to do.
We're back to cover try.
I'm shocked she hasn't made it a cover tie. Why? Okay. As JW brought up, why do we not see all this B-roll footage? We've seen it every other episode, every other cycle.
And I feel like we're taking away from Amina's accomplishment of landing a soccer pass.
And also,
it looks so natural compared to Tiana's dancing.
But Tiana is barely in this commercial.
Yeah.
Barely in this commercial.
Well, you showed me the footage we could have used.
All right. Tiana's up first. I noticed something about the way and maybe it's because she was so upset, but when she's speaking, her mouth is opening far too widely. And it kind of makes it a miserable experience because she's having a miserable experience, and also she's over enunciating, but also not enunciating enough.
I'm telling you, I think she is literally gritting her teeth so she won't cry.
Maybe.
She's so shaking, and everything feels like it's being pushed out, and it's not a lipstick, it's a lip stain. It's just, you feel bad watching it. And like the whole judging panel feels it real hard.
Though I felt like they were giving her excuses. It was another thing of like, they kind of came up with their own storyline without talking to Tiana.
I think, this is someone we've obviously pushed to the breaking point. So a little kindness is
I'm just shocked that the
necessary.
panel is doing that.
Yeah. I think Jay really likes her. And it's nice to see Jay do a little nurturing.
Yeah. I think we kind of skipped over it, but when they watched the full commercial, right after the full commercial, we cut to Miss J and Paulina both not reacting. I think this overall commercial was just disappointing for everybody. Well, and it's not good.
Well, no. This is, once again, there was no director. Was Jay the director? We used to have directors for commercials.
We used to have directors for commercials. I think her photo is pretty good.
I like the photo a lot.
It's not really, for me, a lip stain ad. It's far more eye makeup because she got raccoon eyes for some reason. I like the energy she's bringing to it, though. And I like that Tyra talked about the brand changing and shifting the kind of picture that they want. Is that true, though? It felt very suspicious.
I don't know. All 3 of those, none of them are giving a classic CoverGirl smile. So
yeah, it is interesting that all of these were a little less bubbly, as Tyra called the old
Yeah.
CoverGirl brand. And I mean, brands go through
Oh, sure.
changes.
It's just we don't hear about that until right here.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? To be fair, though, I remember we discussed during the commercial, oh, are they trying to make this a little bit more adult?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think maybe this was just a year that CoverGirl gave some slightly different directives.
Maybe. Maybe that's what Elisa Starkman brought and not Elisa Traub.
Yes.
Allison is next. I think aside from the Portuguese, her voice is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She just looked so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And she was really good at the group stuff, like when she sat down, just like she was in the other CoverGirl commercial for the foundation. She's very good at those little flirty, quick like touches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little, if I'm going to give it any kind of critique, I think it's a little weather girl. Like she's trying to get information across in a way that is understandable, which I think she does do, but it can sometimes come across as a little rote.
I think that's a fair critique.
But I just think it's so much better than the judging panel gives her credit for, that my
Yeah.
goal is to get defensive on her behalf.
And also, that's not how humans talk, Tyra. You know that, right?
How do we feel about her picture?
It's a lip ad.
It is a lip ad.
It is a lip ad. I think it's a little strange.
The neck is really weird.
It's also just kind of an odd photo,
Yeah.
right?
I think it's where it's cut off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It looks like it is a lip.
It looks like her head is turned around. I'm just looking at it.
Yeah.
It is a lip stain ad, but it looks like it's supposed to be a hair ad. To me.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's so much. It's so hair forward
Mhm.
to me.
She looks beautiful though, and she's connected with the camera very strongly.
Yeah, it's not the best CoverGirl photo we've had.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Amina is next. I think even though she loses the through line of the ad and drops a few words here and there, she's one of the best, if not the best of the three of them.
Yeah.
I actually will go on record saying that I think Amina has my favorite of the three takes.
Mm-hmm.
I think Allison is a close second.
It's a little more casual than I would like,
Yeah.
but
See, I think that's what I like about it, though. I truly also love the little shrug that, because it's from Outlast.
yeah.
I
almost
don't think she
could be,
delivered
like,
it perfect.
It could have been like a tiny bit
Activated.
bigger,
Hmm.
but I think it's the best one. Yeah.
For me, it was the right balance of personality and got the information across.
Well, remember in past how sometimes they're like, CoverGirl wants you to act like you're a friend talking to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I think Amina's the one that feels like if Allison's the weather girl, Amina's your friend who's giving you advice.
Yes.
It
You got
seems-
sticky lipstick? I've got the trick for you.
Pulls it out of her purse.
Mhm.
It seemed very genuine.
Yeah.
It makes me even sadder for Tiana because I think one of Tiana's biggest strengths is being genuine.
Being sincere. Sure.
This picture, though. Really?
I didn't love it. Did
I
you?
didn't like it.
Oh, I did.
Mm.
I thought it was a lip ad. I liked the small smile. I think it's one of Amina's best faces and photos that she's
I just
taken.
think she looks kind of sleepy.
Yeah, me too. There
Oh.
was something about this that really read as a shot between shots.
Mhm. I know
Oh.
you said Tiana's isn't a lip ad, but I feel like that's a failure of the stain itself.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
don't think that's what Tiana's doing. I think either they needed to bump up the saturation or refresh her stain.
Maybe.
I guess
it's
with
not
this,
sticky.
all I can see, like if I look at all three of them, that classic a model needs a lot of neck.
She has none.
Tiana and Allison, Allison has photoshopped neck, it looks like, but still. And I just see like shoulder from Amina.
I guess. I think for me, Alexander,
Mhm.
I think she got the between the CoverGirl cheesy smile and like the more mature CoverGirl.
Interesting.
like-
Okay.
It's like relaxed. I don't know. I don't see sleepy, but it's our
I
opinion.
do want to say that apparently, because while I'm looking at these images while we're talking about them, Amina posted this image to her Instagram story and wrote, "I know I had better images than this, Tyra."
Wow.
Woo! Good for you, girl.
But also kind of goes against our whole we think they wanted Amina to win theory.
It does.
Guys, could one of our conspiracy theories have been wrong?
No.
Conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy
Do-do-do-do.
theory, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Private panel.
The phrase, the strongest strength of her strength is one of the dumbest things we've ever heard on this show.
So dumb that it almost becomes slam poetry.
Yes. Is this what was this the conversation between Jay and Tyra? Because I didn't understand what was going on at all, and my mind blanked.
Why do they keep talking about Brazilian stomping to the death?
I don't know.
Also, every time they say stomping to the death, Allison makes a face, and I'm just like, yeah, we don't need that kind of toxic language about this.
It's like, let me be the death girl.
I will say, though, we've had so many lame impressions of Allison, but Tyra does a great impression of what Amina does in pictures.
Yeah.
It's like that Tyra being able to control the top half of her face and activate her bottom, but not the top half of her face is kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Paulina almost gives the game away.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And basically says Amina should go home only because of her book, because today she was great.
Also, Paulina really comes full circle to a non-decision where she's eventually just like, it's so hard, right?
But also, this is Paulina's fault, right? Because Amina should have gone home last episode. But Paulina hated Celia so much that she offered her an internship to get her out of the competition.
Yeah.
It is so funny how I feel like every single episode of Pod Lead'em this cycle, we've been like, okay, so Amina should have gone home, but because she didn't. Like, it's been since episode 3.
And it's also weird because we all really like
Amina
and see how gorgeous she is and how fun she's been to have on the show.
But this is what I was thinking, right, when this was happening, because I was like, should Amina have gone home every other week? Yes. Should Amina go home this week? No. Not from her performance. But then I think, okay, well, if we pair up each one, who would basically win in each one? And it seems like they just don't want Allison to win.
But it's weird because they make such a convincing case for Allison to win.
I know, but it seems like they don't want Allison to win, but they also couldn't put Allison up against Amina. Even though Amina would kill Allison on the runway, Allison's photos are 1,000 times better than Amina's, right?
Well, I mean, Amina just doesn't have a good book.
A terrible one of maybe the worst books.
Well, and I don't even know if it's Tiana and Allison also just have exceptional books.
Yes.
They've been exceptionally consistent in photographs.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Absolutely.
Anyways, Allison gets first call out, which
deserved, I think.
A good mix of the commercial. If Amina's not going to stay, then you have to give Allison first.
I think the other thing is, now that I'm thinking about it, none of these CoverGirl shots are that good. And we feel this way, I feel like, a lot of times when it comes to the CoverGirl shot, that it's never that great, usually.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been like, ooh.
But also, in this cycle, where the only solo close-up beauty shot was modeling through a sneeze of paint on your face.
Yep.
Which all three of them did so well at.
There was just they had no experience on the show that would lead them to be good at this photo.
CoverGirl shot. Nope. It felt like to me the season that Renee went home.
Yeah.
In top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Where she
I was just thinking that, Alexander.
The best commercial, okay photo, even though you guys didn't like it, right? But they're like...
it wasn't so bad that I was like, well, clearly this will send her home.
And also Natasha's was clearly the worst.
Yeah. Oh, no, I meant for Amina. Amina's photo, I don't think... I think it's probably the here, but it's not like... It's so much weaker than the other two.
No.
It felt like they're like, well, we don't want to... Amina can't win, right? Her book sucks. But it's like, yeah, but you should have sent her home weeks ago for that. You forced yourself into a corner where Amina was the best. Anyway.
Tiana is clearly ready to go home when they step up to the final 2.
Her commercial was the worst.
Yeah, she is like smiling through. You can tell that she thinks she is about to be sent home.
Yeah.
We learn that Tyra remembers that Tiana has won 3, but forgot that Allison has also won 3.
Cool.
Yeah. Tiana should have gone home, but Amina should have gone home weeks ago. So
she then whispers to Amina, "Say bye to the girls." Weird.
Say bye.
And there's a very cute moment, and this is those hints of Allison and Amina's friendship around the edges, where Amina holds Allison's face.
It's very cute.
Yeah.
Very cute. Also, Tyra told Amina, "You've got Novocaine in the wrong places." Like everyone just holds Novocaine in their body at all moments.
Only Novocaine in your lips?
Ugh.
What?
That's the Blake Lively School of Acting.
So I worry I'm going to mispronounce the last name, so I'll say it the best I can and then
Spell
it out. Amina Allende, Ayinde. Again, Ayinde. Her Instagram is Top Model Amina. Really kept that branding together. Has a lot of followers. There was not too much, honestly, about Amina beyond what was for me on my research, except for her Instagram. She's definitely still modeling, does a lot of stuff with a lot of different hairstyles, which I like, including some really short hair stuff, which, we never really got to see on her. There was a really interesting, more recent interview that was after her time on Project Runway as a model. And there's a couple of answers from that I think are the most interesting things that I found. On Top Model and how she got on the show, she says, I was scouted for Cycle 12, but prior to that, I'd been scouted for earlier cycles and I'd always turned it down. Monique Peters, who scouted me, finally convinced me to do it. Although I didn't have to do an open call, the casting process was still tough. And then they ask later, you were Emilio's model on the current Project Runway All-Stars, current at the time, obviously. Right. How did that come about? The producers of Project Runway also produced cycles of ANTM. One of the casting directors who knew me from ANTM asked me to try out for All-Stars Season 2, and they cast me. What's great about All-Stars is that you work with the same designer throughout your tenure on the show. It's also great to be back on primetime television. Some people may not agree with me, but if you're smart, television can open a lot of doors for you as a model. So many more people will get to see you than will ever flip through the pages of a fashion magazine or attend a runway show. 2 hour, and then there's a great 2 hour long video that's just Amina and Tiana talking about their time on ANTM. And apparently both of them really loved, it's kind of worth just watching that whole thing. It's long, but it is just the two of them talking, and both of them have a comfortable chemistry with each other still, look great, and talk without an interviewer, which I think really helps it just be a flowing conversation. Yeah. And then one of the things I like to point out is that they really loved a lot of the production people, and apparently there's an assistant producer or production assistant named Amy. Exactly. They're Harper Phipps, who was named Amy, who were she kept us sane. Aww. The production people were super cool, super nice. So, and they kind of had a lot of positive things to say about the actual production of the show, which again, a lot of Cycle 12 girls have said that in their Where Are They Now? So apparently it's a pretty comfortable experience in some ways.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't remember Amina's photos being so bad.
I also didn't remember how likable of a character she was.
Yeah. I feel like I remembered her just being kept on despite having a bad portfolio. And I remembered her as a villain. And that might be some full bias coming through out of me. And I will readily admit that.
Celia as your favorite at the time.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it was kind of, they were adversaries in some way.
Yeah, absolutely. I really liked Amina.
Didn't get along.
Yeah, just
frankly,
in a very normal way where they're very different people and didn't enjoy hanging out.
Yeah. But as we saw in Celia's update last episode, they're on good terms.
Yeah. No, I liked Amina a lot. She was fun to watch. She had a good perspective on the competition, had a good perspective. It makes sense hearing this in the quote you gave, JW, a really good perspective about being on a reality television show.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I just wish Amina had been given some direction on set.
Yes.
Because I wondered how good she could have been if we had taught her anything.
Absolutely.
And I'll tell you, check out her Instagram. She can be pretty good.
Welcome to our ugly home.
Reddit is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
do you cry a lot?
I do.
They'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
You know, if you see the show, I'm a scaredy cat.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire wrong. So then I'm doing IT, and when I go to plug the servers in, they become sentient, and they won't let us access our network unless we forward their chain emails and memes to more and more and more people, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant finds and invites best fit candidates to apply, so you can discover talent you may have missed. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Oh, it's such a clutch off-season pickup, Dave.
I was worried we'd bring back the same team.
I meant those blackout motorized shades.
Blinds.com made it crazy affordable to replace our old blinds.
Hard to install?
No, it's easy. I installed these and then got some for my mom. She talked to a design consultant for free and scheduled a professional measure and install.
Hall of Fame son.
They're the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings in the world.
Blinds.com is the GOAT.
Visit Blinds.com now for up to 45% off site-wide and free professional installation. Rules and restrictions apply.
What's up, ladies?
I'm going to say something sacrilegious. Two things. I hate this flimsy top thing on Anne Choquette's shoulders.
It's not her best.
No.
And also, was Anne Choquette high?
A little bit.
Well, here's the thing. Anne Choquette thought today was going to be painful because it usually is. And then it turned out that A, this is by far the best styling we've seen for a 17 magazine cover.
100.
And B, they both do a great job.
They're both 17 ready.
Yeah, exactly.
So she was like, oh, I didn't need to microdose to get through this day. It's just a good day at work for Anne.
Absolutely.
I will say, when Tiana held up her tiny sunglass necklace, I was like, no. You were doing very well. Drop.
Look, she had to do it for 2 frames.
Yep, exactly. And then drop it. 17 is read by 13 million teenage girls and 500,000 gay little boys. We also get full ass cam for both girls during those shoots.
Yeah.
Like straight up those dresses.
Also,
Whoa.
we hear the
No,
photographer talk so much, but production is actively hiding this person's face.
Yes.
We also have Anne Choquette just finally say, wow, this is the first time it really feels like a competition.
Woo.
Jesus, Anne.
And yet, despite all that, I think the final photos that we see of both of them are pretty bad.
Oh, I like them for what they are.
Yeah,
I will say
cute 17 photos.
I like that we got to see both of their final covers.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's so interesting that Allison's has way less accessories.
Yeah.
Hers looks like they haven't photoshopped on stuff, and Tiana got all of them.
So we head to Ibirapuera Auditorium, where, as Jay says, the Brazilian orchestra of the auditorium.
The home of the Brazilian orchestra of the auditorium.
This direct Google Translate of a thing.
He is wearing a shirt made of the wallpaper of a fancy nightclub. And apparently he and Tyra are still friends because they went pendant shopping together. So.
Yeah. Interesting thing about this building, it was designed in the 1950s, but wasn't completed until 2005. In the summer, the rear wall of the auditorium stage can be opened, allowing you to watch concerts from a grassy area. And it's not just classical music, the way that Jay makes it seem.
Well,
interesting.
I can't believe we've skipped over his introduction. The man who knew how many different varietals of insect were in the jungle. This is huge. So, of course, we had to go to a huge place.
Big moments calls for big venues. If you have a birthday party and it's a big date, you better have it in a mansion.
Then he says, the who's who of fashion are here watching you guys. But that's not true, because we get 0 Tyrons of anyone, and it looks just like randos are sitting in the audience eventually.
Well, and the setup of this runway, like the judging panel, is some sort of biblical royalty to whom the models are being presented.
Yeah, it felt very, you know that scene in Coming to America where the princess enters and does a dance for Eddie Murphy?
Mm-hmm.
It made it feel like that.
Yet at the same time, because of some of the lighting and some of the fact that it was actually pretty full seeming, it also felt like a real runway show.
Yes.
It both felt real and not real for very specific reasons.
Well, it felt real up until
like,
the finale.
It felt
I'd say
he
before
had
that.
prepared for an actual runway show that happened right before this one.
Yes.
Maybe.
But also, remember how we got a detailed explanation of how stairs work?
Sure.
For that finale runway show?
Mm-hmm,
we get no preparation for what is the most complicated 3-part saga of a runway show.
Including elevators, including, what's blackface for body?
Dancing, including that orgy scene from the second Matrix movie.
Mm-hmm. And this is why I say it's not a real runway show. How much time was there between each of these segments? Because it seems like a long amount of time.
Yet also they seem like they're constantly running.
Yes.
But there couldn't be because of how many people they pack in that elevator.
It's a freight elevator, Alexander.
Allison gets a hot pink makeup mask.
Mm-hmm.
Tiana gets lilac. And when Tyra visits them, I get that eventually Allison gets put upon of feathers. But at the time, it looks like there's a huge difference in their outfits.
It's very strange. I almost wrote it down, and then I was like, oh, she's being adorned.
And then Tyra tells them that they need to do a Brazilian stomp because
I know that you have been told that you have to do the Brazilian stomp.
Seems like Tyra's telling them right then.
Who told them, Tyra? Who's they? Who decided?
Oh my God. I love when Allison says, I need to pull it together. Stat.
We also learn that Fernanda Mota is walking, which seems strange.
Well, it seems cruel to these contestants.
Fledgling models.
You see them both walk by, and you're like, oh, they're doing okay. They're doing pretty well. We've seen worse runway shows in the history of Top Model.
And then
Fernanda walks through.
Lights it up.
Gorgeous. I don't even have words. And it's just so unfair to have to be compared to this professional runway model.
This actual top model.
Yes.
We also get to see the winner of Brazil's next top model, Cycle 2, Mayra Vieira.
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Maria.
I decided to look at the opening credits and see if I could, I was like, oh, I know her name. Let's take a look at the opening credits and see what Brazil's next top model Cycle 2 is like. Y'all aren't ready. First of all, not all, but a lot of the international top model opening titles do different kind of versions of the classic top model theme. This one's fun. It obviously also stars Fernanda as the presenter, and she's in the opening. And there's a little music starts, shows the opening, Brazil's next top model, and it's just, who's next? And I was like, who's next is actually really fun to put there. The most, in apparently Mexico's next top model does this as well. You think when you see the person that you're going to see their name, and you do. You see Isabel, you see whatever the first name is, but you also, much bigger in hot pink, see their age.
Ooh.
So it's like, Isabel, 20. And it's giant. And it's so interesting that other international versions do that. And that's such a big part of their deal.
No international top model will ever beat, for me, Poland's next top model.
Well, those are short films.
They had the women be horses in a horse race.
It's gorgeous.
Fantastic.
Anyways, we're only talking about this because Miss J is wearing the shittiest caftan and hat.
Here's the thing, though. I like the spirit of the caftan as opposed I do. As opposed to Tyra's joyless giant dress.
Hannah, I can't believe it took us almost 150 episodes of Pod Lead'em to get you to say the phrase, I enjoyed the spirit of the caftan.
I mean, that's just my Twitter bio.
I was putting off having to talk about this live art installation where from neck down, they are painted black.
Muddied.
It is, but I'm sorry. I know that's what it is.
Yeah.
It does not, I don't know. I didn't like how this read.
Let me tell you something about Amir Slama. We're just popping around all over the place. There is my conspiracy because Amir Slama became friends with Naomi Campbell after she visited his shop in Sao Paulo. And Campbell has modeled his collections on the runway ever since.
Damn.
Was Tyra trying to get in good with Amir Slama?
Tyra's like, I complimented Naomi Campbell this cycle. We are friends.
And Amir and I have something in common because his father met his mother when he was in Israel for a few years. And then while Amir was little, the parents would speak Hebrew to each other so they wouldn't let the kid, Amir, understand what they were saying. And that's why I don't know as much Farsi as I should.
Fair enough. They just roll around on the ground. They're doing little crawls. Also, now there's men.
Well, that's the wolf, right?
The wolf is there.
That's definitely the wolf.
That's
Right.
the wolf.
Yeah.
We did
We
not
haven't talked about it at all.
No.
This is by far the best Allison has ever walked.
Yeah.
Sure.
She breaks not a single thing.
Feathers stay within her own thing.
And it's so funny because she says that she's been practicing a lot in this episode. The show has given us 0 footage.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's clear that she has been.
You know who was not practicing their walk, though? McKee, because it has
Oh my
gotten
God.
way worse.
We see so little McKee. They edited her right out of this, and I think it's because the runway was not there.
Also, all these professional models are constantly looking at the floor. It's not just Tiana.
Yeah.
The professional models don't know where they're going. And there's this weird blown out filter going on during this runway show
Yeah.
that I don't get.
We should also mention this is only swimwear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which these aren't. We've been told these aren't our swimsuit models, and I almost feel bad that Amina didn't get to do this.
Yeah, I just feel like the problem I have with it all in swimwear, and it goes through to panel, is sometimes Allison gives me a little toddler energy when she's wearing a swimsuit that makes me slightly uncomfortable.
I
And
just
it's
think
the size of the
and
bathing suits.
this is something that we've been warned about in advance. The fact that they're going to have to stand there for a panel in tiny bathing suits for who knows how long it's going to take.
It's kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
Like also, it is the moment that you are going to potentially win America's Next Top Model, something you wanted so badly. And every other cycle, they have gotten some gown, some like finale look that you are going to be crowned America's Next Top Model. This is your best moment, maybe of your life up until this point. And I think they get robbed of that by having to stand there in bikinis and long ponies.
Does Rosa Cha not have a cover-up that they can attach to the bathing suit?
The emotional end of your journey where you don't want to worry about what your body is doing because you're overcome with emotion and you're stuck in this bikini.
Also, how cold must it be?
Yeah, seriously.
I do want to give Tiana credit for her amazing lip sync for your life moment when her weave comes off and she makes a meal out of it.
Yep. Good for her for doing something with it.
Mm-hmm.
It just shouldn't have.
No, but good for her.
Yes. I'm not saying that was her fault. Allison was better during that show, though.
It is weird. I don't think that she was a better walker than Tiana. Her improvement was drastic.
I think what the panel says and what Paulina specifically says is accurate. We went into this with incredibly low expectations for Allison, and she far exceeded them. We went in with decent expectations for Tiana, and she did that. So it makes Allison seem amazing.
Yes.
At panel, Tyra is making a disco version of Shake Your Body.
It is hilarious to me
Shake your body,
that
body,
they
body. Shake your body,
hold
body,
off showing us the full outfit for as long as they possibly can.
Oh, some editor was like, oh no, ma'am.
Like eventually at the when there's 47 seconds left of the episode, you're like, wait, there's yellow in that dress?
Okay. You know how we always, every cycle, we say, maybe they show more pictures than they tell us. This episode proves that is not true because Tyra says, let's start with the self-lighting photo.
Yeah.
So we're just going to ignore the one before it?
At least they show more than average, though. Recently, we've had cycles where they've shown 3.
I guess.
And at least they don't pretend that they liked something when they didn't so much.
There was less revisionist history, and part of that was because both of them have great portfolios.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually this time, and I think I'm going to continue to do it throughout because it makes my life a lot easier. I went back and marked what their placements were and what episode, just to see how spread out it was. So
Alexander, you're doing some top model math.
No,
I'm truly so proud.
I was excited to hear from JW how Allison in particular should have placed, considering that she did have a couple bottom 2 placements.
Oh, and I've got that info for you, but I want to hear Alexander's top model math first.
All right, so Light Bar was first, where Tiana got first place and Allison got third in the second episode. Color Fart, Allison got Allison got 5th. Tiana got 2nd in the 5th episode.
Okay.
Sierra, Tiana got 1st. Allison got 5th in the 8th episode. Carmen Miranda, Allison got 1st.
Yeah.
Tiana got 2nd in the 9th. And then Birds, Allison got 1st. Tiana got 2nd in the 11th.
Which, again, pretty good for all of them, right?
Yeah, they are neck and neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it makes me think that sometimes this whole what photos they pick is just based on their portfolios, and they were very lucky that this season it was all about these 2 photo people being in the top 2.
Yeah.
It was weird to me. There was a little revisionist history, but it immediately, both of them came from Nigel. Nigel says he found Allison's color powder shot startling and weird. Okay. And also, Nigel loved her Sierra shot. And I was like, all I remember from that panel is you being so butthurt about Mike Ruiz.
Uh-huh.
And he even said, I think it's your best shot. And I'm like, so you're now saying it's a better photo, even though you photographed her twice now.
It's interesting to me, considering the outcome of this episode, that they never mention Allison's biggest weakness in their eyes. Because really, what I think it comes down to is that you hire Allison for her specific look. And Miss J even says this, that she'll work in Europe, that she'll get a ton of contracts, that she'll be booked for this look.
Yeah.
And Tiana is more versatile, can do more things, and has such strong modeling ability that carries her through more different genres than Allison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And none of this ever gets said.
No.
And that's really what the debate should be. It's what do you reward? Something
Miss J
specific.
says it a little.
Right. But you did it so much better. But the argument should be, do you give it to the consistent model who is probably the better runway person as well? Or do you give it to the unique, fresh, only specifically bookable person who really isn't going to necessarily work a lot of runways?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree. I think if you like my opinions of each of those photos, I think Allison edges Tiana out, even though the numbers are maybe Tiana. I don't know.
It's also
really
consistent
close.
because they've also won challenges. Like both of them are challenge winners.
Well, no,
as
Allison
well.
never won a challenge.
No, Allison never won a
Did she
challenge.
not?
She never won a challenge.
Never.
And
Fun possible. What?
Tiana booked way more go-sees. Although this was when Allison's
Yeah.
walk was still terrifying. So
Yeah, if Allison went with this walk, she probably would have booked some.
Oh, that's so funny. You're both absolutely correct.
It was really weird. It was really weird to tell them though how hard the panel's going to be.
Because shouldn't it always be?
Yeah.
Right? Private panel.
I'll be honest, y'all. I didn't have a lot of private panel stuff for this.
I just wrote the phrase, why does Tiana want it more? Because Allison is a troll.
Tyra, right before private panel, I just want to keep this in there for continuity, says, I'm going to send you in the back to get nervous. Cool.
Hilarious.
There was a weird way, and I can't remember exactly why, but I think it was Tyra that said, okay, Tiana now.
Yes.
Yes. I think they were complimenting Allison too much, and Tyra has decided Tiana's winning. Yeah.
I agree that Tiana projects wanting it more.
Yeah.
than
Oh,
Allison.
Yeah.
And that's because partially Allison has just as much interest in the creative back end as she does in being in front of the camera.
I think so.
Also, were multiple judges saying Teona at this point?
Well, who knows?
And my ear just like blocked it out at a certain point.
Yeah. And it ends up being the button to the whole cycle.
Before how rude was it? Not only to have Allison do the final, both of them to do the judging in bikinis, but then to make Allison do a pickup confessional also in a bikini.
Yeah, full green screen moment too.
Yes.
Not even a one in the moment.
This is why I have to know that Tyra says, I'm going to send you to get nervous. And when they come back to find out who's going to be America's Next Top Model, she says, are we nervous? Like she's checking and making sure they use their time right.
The first one who says you did it gets it.
So how weird was it to see Tyra in a photo with the winner? Because normally that doesn't happen.
Nope.
And they do Photoshop Tyra's outfit to be a different color in the final photo. Cool. Oh, anyway, Tiana won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Tiana
Way to
won.
bury the lead.
We're so sorry. Was that not clear that was going to happen, listeners? Allison has a very nice goodbye to Tyra. She walks away. They now do the new tradition of Tiana immediately shooting, but it is with Tyra and Nigel and all of them. I kind of like them walking away from Miss J and Paulina, and I was like, forever? It is technically the last of Paulina.
And then, of course, Tyra can't throw in Tiona. It's not Tiona. Yeah, you're the only one that's saying it, Tyra.
And also, you didn't edit in you ever really correcting anyone else. So, it was so odd to keep that in there.
Before we get to the updates, I know JW saw this.
Yes?
Hannah, did you get the casting call for cycle 14?
No.
Because
it's amazing.
It ends with the phrase, "We're looking for tall ladies too." But there is no
context. No context. And this time, we're looking at tall ladies too. Well, yeah. We just kicked out Fo for not being tall.
I want to give shout outs to 2 cute things, because here's the thing. It seems pretty obvious that in a close race, we were kind of leaning Allison.
Yes.
And I don't want to take away from Tiana.
I actually would have given it to Tiana.
Yeah, it was so close for me that I think I would have been happy with either as the winner.
That's fine. I'm not angry about it. I'm not what a miscarriage of justice.
I want to give Tiana her 2 cute moments, one of which are her baby photos are really well selected. They're
very well curated.
And the second is her moment where she says, "Is this for real?" And then out loud as she does it, "Pinch? It is."
Well, it was also like a pinch.
I loved it. Let's talk about Allison first. I'm not going to go. I'm going to give you some highlights, but Allison is our all-star representative from this cycle.
That's another reason why I can't regret that she didn't win.
We get more of her.
Yeah.
She's also going to come back in cycle 21 as a guest. So
cool.
We're going to get a lot of her. A lot of people list Allison as one of the most successful ANTM alums, like when there's a top 10 list and stuff like that. So Allison is
sold an NFT. So
yeah, right.
Plus the Brazilian rainforest, I guess, but also money.
She did a lot of work in the Philippines, and she was even a judge on some shows in the Philippines, like Celebrity Dance Battle, which is very exciting. And
I need to watch that.
When we were, when there was a lot of news coming out about Jay's tell-all sort of novel, she did one of those Jay chats, and
JW, do you mean Romana Clef?
Romana Clef.
I didn't remember the word. Romaine lettuce a cleft.
Romana Clefchin.
She did one of those J chats, and he asked the dumbest question, and she had the greatest response, where he was like, "You were the runner-up." This is a huge spoiler for All-Stars if you haven't seen All-Stars, but you were the runner-up twice. What did that feel like the second time? And she was like, I had gotten used to it by then. She was so dismissive. It was very funny. So yeah, we'll hear more about Allison after we do an update for All-Stars and maybe Cycle 21. And maybe by the time we get there, she'll have hosted Cycle 25. Who knows? She's clearly friend of the brand, you know. Then it's Tiana Anderson. Again, we mentioned it. I mentioned it earlier, but there's a great interview with her and Amina, and it's less an interview and more friends discussing. On Instagram, she's Tiana Asia _Anderson, and Anderson's ANDERSON. And thank you to the website The List that literally did an article in April 2021 that said, Tiana, where is she now? And I'm mostly just going to read a paragraph from that because it made life real easy. After her top model win, Tiana went on to model for big publications like In Touch Weekly and Destiny Magazine. However, fast forward and she seems to be living a good, simple life. If you visit her Instagram, it's all about her son and her ongoing healthy hair journey. And it's true. She has a son named Anderson Nash. So she used her last name, I guess, to create his first name. Okay. In August 2020, she revealed to her followers that Anderson was diagnosed with autism. I don't want to say in April our life changed, but things did change. Anderson was diagnosed with autism in April. She wrote, "Since then, we've been adjusting our life, and this boy has been a champ. Some days are not easy, but we make it through. Anderson's made so much progress since April, and we couldn't be prouder. I've been learning every day that no matter where he falls on the spectrum, there's no shame in being on the spectrum. So yeah, again, I looked at her Instagram, not a ton of followers, which kind of surprised me. So I don't know if it's a fresh thing or whatever. It's like 10,000 compared to Allison's like 700,000.
Yeah.
This is a cute baby.
Mm-hmm.
Cute little kid.
So yeah, to eulogize the full casting of this cycle, I think especially our top 6 are some of the strongest people we've ever had. Oh, and to answer your question about Allison's mathematical placement, Hannah, the right person did win by like a lot.
Yeah.
Tiana's call out average is 2.45, while Allison's is 3.55.
Sure.
And then there was a big gap between the next person.
Well,
Celia should have been 3rd.
Yeah.
Bo should have been 4th, and Amina should have been 5th.
That makes sense.
And then after that, the only person who's got like a big leap was Nyjah, who should have lasted a little bit longer.
Well,
yeah, too friendly to model though. But yeah, I think this was to me. I always remembered liking Cycle 12, and to me, this was a big step up.
Yeah, this was a fun season.
It's really interesting. It was nice to see the cast take so much control. So even when the judges and the show treated them badly, it felt like everyone was presenting themselves the way they wanted to present themselves. Like even London, despite all of the fuckery of the show, managed to show her fun, competent, professional, talented self,
Yeah, I think I enjoyed this season.
I think it was one of the worst cycles for photo shoot concept
because there was no single shots.
But at the same time, there were some really great ones too. Like I generally liked all the bird ones. I guess the single shots is what I'm about to say. I like the color powder ones. I actually liked if it had been one of the few ones we'd done, I generally, looking back, like the idea of the Cover Girl commercial when it was like the top 8. Like there were plenty of stuff that I liked, but we also got Sierra called in mic wires and little kids grow up too fast and all that stuff.
Well, and then things that like Ellis Island should have been good.
And it was just
as a starting place, it was good. And then we added, My Favorite Ginger Bowl Cut and Betty Ninja, and somewhere things got away from us.
Yeah, absolutely. And I truly wonder if it's just because they were trying to always make sure that every photo shoot concept is really unique. And I don't think we need that because the casting alone will make it unique.
Yeah.
It's so funny that the thing that they did best was the thing that they trusted least this cycle.
Are y'all going to miss Paulina?
No.
Less than I thought I would.
Yeah.
Interesting.
She got real mean
Yeah.
towards the end.
Sure.
And it seemed like, and we joked about it, but it seemed like she wanted to be fired.
Yeah.
And I don't like that energy when it's not like Janice, like, fine, throw the table. Like, I'm going to, kick the glass table when I leave or whatever, or like knock things off the shelf.
Absurd.
Yeah. And she just became kind of miserable. I mean, I loved her putting Nigel in his place because someone needed to, but I also think that galvanized Tyra to be more on Nigel's side, which backfired.
Absolutely. It's interesting. It's interesting because she's someone who I remembered liking more.
Me too.
And you really liked her. I think you've named her as a lot of us name Andre Leon Talley, which now I'm really interested on a rewatch what that's going to be like. Are we going to end up disliking him? But yeah, looking forward, I know we're all looking forward to Cycle 13, the one and only so far petite cycle.
One of my favorite all-time cycles. One of the ones that I've definitely rewatched the most.
Yeah.
There's one real bad photo shoot that I remember.
Oh, I know exactly. At least that one that they doubled down from the last really, really bad one.
Oh my God. It just came screaming back to me. I was like, the updated baby pictures, guys? I don't think that's as bad as and then it like came to me in a flash.
That's going to be another fun episode to record.
I can't believe we have to do that again.
I am, as much as I hated her, I am excited for a full villain.
We need one. We need one.
You know who is fun this cycle? Sandra. It's fun to have an uncomplicated villain.
Yeah.
I
want Aaron to come in screaming all the time.
Especially
with that
if
accent.
You can have a hard Midwestern accent.
Yeah. Nicole said, "Oh, I'm just the beginning," and Aaron was born.
I I'm looking forward to falling in love with some contestants who I don't remember, because I think a lot of people obviously remember Laura.
Great.
You remember, I think this is one of the more liked winners in Cycle 13.
Yep, absolutely.
So I'm looking forward to seeing some of the like middle people and finding like some people like London, who I just didn't remember being so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm excited for Alexander's greatest impression.
Oh my God. Get God damn ready.
And we're not done with Cycle 12 just yet, because we are going to do the Cycle 12 reunion, what I believe is the last reunion as an episode right before we get into Cycle 13. And then, I mean, I'm going to say right now, y'all, the order has been placed.
No confirmation has been sent.
Oh, I got a confirmation of the order.
Oh.
So,
you got the confirmation of them charging your card.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks to your continued sponsorship, Smize Cream, the moment that we released our episodes, started going nationwide and released a musical single and a lot of other stuff I won't spoil right now, but we're going to do a full part 3, another in-person tasting. Everything's changed. Everything's different, and there is a new flavor.
It's a post-pod lead of Smize Cream world.
Mm-hmm. And we're all just living in it.
I went on vacation with friends, and I swear to God, and they were so kind to me, but at a certain point, they were like, is she still talking about Smize Cream?
And if you're still talking about Smize Cream, you should rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. We love hearing from you, your hot takes, your iced tea. You can also leave us a review on Apple iTunes, or you can reach out to us at podleadums.com to send us an email or melty ice cream in our P.O. box. You can find me anywhere at Yet Charming.
Reach out on Instagram for me at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm on Twitter at JW Crump.
And be sure to use the hashtag PodLeadum anytime you do, so that we can see it and get your hot takes. So for PodLeadum, I have been Alexander Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm JW Crump.
And we'll see you on top.
PodLeadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.